Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life is good. Did 30 miles on the bike, went through the SFE exercises, done some kettlebell. I'm ready to rock. All right, first notes today. We'll see where it goes, but you saw the thumbnail. Phil Smith playing Napoli, Sublime. Sublime. Let me talk about Phil Smith. I've met him a couple times, and I know he's playing quite well. All right? Let me honk a little bit, and we'll see what we got. We'll talk about Phil Smith. Big fan. Anyway, Phil Smith, big fan. I'll get back to this. I'll do it right now. This trumpet orchestral excerpts is one of the most fantastic teaching tools I've ever seen. For the orchestral auditions. Just tremendous. And not only as a teaching tool, but the orchestra playing is off the freaking charts. Off the charts. Now, what it is, he takes the top 22 excerpts that are called on all the auditions, okay? And before each excerpt, it's not the full things, it's just excerpts, he will do a little synopsis about how the excerpt works into the piece as a whole, what you have to think about here. You know, the opening to Mahler Fifth is actually a funeral, you know, that type of thing. And then he will, it's not a big deal, but remember that first note, you got to make sure it punctuates. And when you get to letter A, you want to take it a little easier on the sforzando. I mean, it's brilliant. Brilliant. And so valuable that I just love this. And again, if you don't have it, get it. Orchestral Excerpts for Trumpet by Phil Smith, and the playing is just worth the price, even if you are not auditioning for it. It's just worth listening to him play. Now, this Napoli that we heard down below, that is linked down below, fantastic. It's obviously when he's quite young. He looks young. He's slimmer than anyone. He got obese when he was older. And it's just beautiful. About number 45, he just goes into the theme. Beautiful. Beautiful. Full, rich, dynamic, the whole 9 yards. Studied with his first teacher was his father, who was a conductor and cornet soloist of one of the Salvation Army bands over in England. He grew up in England. And his father was quite a good trumpet player too. And Phil was a prodigy type cornet soloist when he was younger, playing with the Salvation Army bands. Now, if you know about anything about the brass band tradition over in Europe, it was amazing, okay? I don't know what it's like now. Back then, when he was in his heyday, he was the king. So before he even came to Juilliard to study with Vacchiano, he was a world-renowned soloist. Vacchiano polished the gem, and he was off. His first job out of Juilliard was playing fourth trumpet with Herseth's Chicago Symphony. He stayed there, I think 8, 10 years, something like that. And then he came to New York and took the principal trumpet for a long time. I don't know exactly, until he retired. But here's the one thing that I got to throw in there. He retired with dystonia of the lip. He was fine on Monday. He didn't come to work on Tuesday, and nobody ever saw him again. Now, I mean, mystery shrouded in enigma, right? He surfaced down the University of Georgia, and he teaches now. Now, there's the thing. For the longest time, he would not teach, and I have this on very, very good authority. He would not teach because he felt whenever he tried to explain his chops, it screwed up his playing. Whenever a student would ask him about, well, what's your tongue doing? He'd try to tell, and it would completely screw up, so he stopped. Now, I don't know how he gets through by that now. I mean, he has a lot to offer musically, but dystonia of the lip, as far as I know, he is not 100%. He's back and playing a little bit, but he's not 100%. And if that screwed up his child, I don't know how that works. But again, I don't know him that well. Jerry introduced me to him a couple times. Now, when we were at Manus, every one of us studied with somebody from the New York Philharmonic or somebody from the Met. In my case, I was thrilled to study with both. And all of us had access to rehearsals, concerts, standing room only in the back, everything. And we constantly, hey, I'm going over to Lincoln Center to hear the rehearsal of Petrushka. You want to come? Yeah, we'll be back in time for class. Right? I mean, it was an amazing perk to going. I mean, you just, not only performances, but rehearsals. And it was an amazing time to be educated like this. And so the point is, I heard him play a lot. When we knew he was coming, we heard of him, and we just couldn't get enough of him. Every single time we could get in the door, and he played outside of the Philharmonic a lot too. He did his solos. So he was everywhere. Now, in the time that I was there, I must have heard him play 100 times, give or take, right? In and about that. And I'm here to tell you, each time, I never heard him scuffle. Not once. Not once. Now, he sort of ruins, well, he does and he doesn't. He sort of ruins my bathtub Bach hatred because he played a bored out 1C type thing that Vacchiano gave him. Okay? But here's the deal. It was all on a C trumpet, most of the stuff. The Napoli is on a B flat. Okay? And anytime he played over a high C on the C trumpet, he would go smaller trumpets. So if you hear the Napoli, the high C wasn't Gazzo-ish. Okay, which is okay. I mean, that's his interpretation. But here's the kicker, the fly in the ointment for me. Now, in all the 100+ times I heard him play, I never heard him strain once. But he had not one, not two, but 3 hernia operations from the trumpet, and he ended with dystonia of the lip. Guys, there was strain in there somewhere. I couldn't find it, but there was strain in there somewhere. So be that as it may, I had a student come in, I'm going to go a couple years ago, from the University of Georgia, was really scuffling with his chops. And I asked him a little bit about, so is he playing? Yeah, he's playing all right. He was not gushing. He's not back to where he was, but that's it. So, check out the Napoli down below. Enjoy it. Listen to the pop. Now, also, there was no strain in his chops. Okay? None. He is not overblowing. And listen to that pop. Everything was right. Where the hernias came, I don't know. I don't know. But I will say this. If I could have had him doing kettlebells all this time, he never would have gotten the hernia. Never would have gotten the hernia. All right? All right. Phil Smith, love you, miss you. Check out Napoli.